Hey, Spuddies, Potatomcwhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 in the Religious Duplicate Leader Challenge. Or, I don't know if it would even reasonably be called a challenge, but I guess it's just like kind of a normal game with kind of a wacky setup. Now, right. We have got to make some decisions. Wait, where the hell is where the hell is Magnus? Oh, he's over here, right. Um, I'm going to move Moksha. Sorry, I'm going to move Magnus to Delhi because I'm going to be starting to do a bunch of chopping over here so that I get the extra faith out of it. I'll just put you in Hyderabad for now as well. Because we're going to chop out all of these resources in here. The stone, we're going to get rid of pretty much everything for the purpose of getting a whole bunch of faith so that we can purchase ourselves a whole lot more apostles. Now, a lot of people have also been asking me why I haven't evangelized my religion, and that's quite simple. There aren't really any very good beliefs that I can get. For example, pilgrimage is already taken. You can see here, like if you look at my religion, I have these two beliefs, which is this candle belief. So the only ones that I would be kind of left to get are stuff like the synagogue. The synagogue is already really strong for faith generation. That's already gone. Pilgrimage. There would be maybe a reason to get my religion evangelized to get the extra faith. But most of the good beliefs are kind of gone. So that's really why I haven't evangelized my religion, because I have everything I need. You could argue that I might get a little bit of extra faith, but I'm not really in a position to start building the things that I want to start building, right? I've got a builder over here, and I definitely want to put a mine right there. And you are going to go into alert mode, and you're going to continue to explore for me because I want to know more about the world so that I can plan my religious push. Okay, you want to buy my niter. You're not buying it for a very good price, but any money will do, to be honest. So I'll take that money. We've also got a new settler over here in Hyderabad. Ooh, and there is a barb camp here, and it is unfortunately going to be a very, very strong barb camp. Now, somebody was asking me not to settle here, but the reality is that the only thing that matters is how many holy sites I get. So even if I get rid of a couple of Petra Hills for like Hyderabad, in reality, I'm only really taking away one Petra Hill from Hyderabad. So the prospect of getting an extra holy site, potentially a really good holy site to get extra faith generation, is worth it to me. Now, I don't have very good holy sites right here, so I think I will put a holy site there so that I get the extra faith from the step wells. Over here, we've completed the holy site. Let's get to work on the shrine, because again, the only thing that matters is getting ourselves as many, sorry, not as many, but as much faith generation as possible. And that's also why when we get to Reformed Church, we're going to be plugging in a lot of stuff like the faith card here, the holy site adjacency bonuses, and then the religious orders thing. Owie. Run away. Choose production over here. So we're just going to settle there. Alright, holy site has been completed over here in Kozadok. We are friends of Pericles. Let's go ahead and get the shrine up for more faith generation. You're continuing to explore. I could in theory like spread once to the city. I mean, there's probably not a reason to really do that, but it's probably not a reason not to do that. I just need this swordsman to get out of this tile. Yes, I will sell you my iron for those gems. That seems like a perfectly fine trade. It looks like we met another city-state. Welcome rainfall. Wow, withering drought has gone away. So just head in that direction. They have moved off of this tile, and we will claim it. And you are going to continue to explore for me because I want to know more about the world. And we'll do mutual open borders. We'll take your gold. Sounds good. Extra gold is always good. I can, for example, purchase some really nice things with that gold. 100% production towards holy sites for sure. I will put 3 votes in that. I'll put all my votes on that, and then I'll say duplicate diamonds is fine. I don't really care about what that one is. But if I could build my holy sites, the buildings in my holy sites faster, I would be very, very happy. Holy sites did pass, and so did gypsum. Right, so we got a builder in here. We're going to want yet more builders. And we do, in fact, have good stuff plugged in. Over here, we got ourselves another builder, and we're going to continue to develop these cities as well. Now, it might seem like a bad idea to get rid of this stone, but it is, in fact, actually a perfectly reasonable idea. But this builder is going to head over to Delhi because we want to kind of chop progressively to maximize our faith outcome. We're going to go ahead and grab that holy site now. And over here, we want to get a holy site. There's a +5 one over here, which is for sure what we want to do. But unfortunately, we're soon going to have to spend some time on that. You just keep running away. You're going to settle there and immediately begin work on a holy site. And there is a +4 holy site right there. Governor promotion, we are going to promote Pingala for researcher because the extra little bit of boosts. Oh no, I was meant to level up Moksha. That's unfortunate. I'm going to be getting that a little bit later. That's going to delay my religious push. I was kind of on autopilot there and made a bad decision. It's not the end of the world, but it is going to delay things slightly first. I think I'll settle elsewhere in future. I think we still have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we should still be fine with regards to that. Let's go ahead and work on the temple. And now that I actually do think it's okay to evangelize for my holy building because I have 100% production towards faith building, so I'm going to be able to get good value out of that. There's an apostle there who's going to kill us. That's okay. We got our exploration off. We're going to chop here and grab ourselves 100 faith. And there it is, an extra 100 faith. And then we'll go to the next turn. So you've done a very good job of finding all of the cities that you can. Let's get more builders out. Let's make sure that you own all of the tiles in the area, and you do. Excellent. So let's go ahead and chop. We are going to work on, well, first let's evangelize our belief. Oh, it's hard. These are really good beliefs. We're going to evangelize. And now we can make a decision. Let's see. Ooh, the mosque is really, really good here because it's going to make our faith purchasing of these guys even more efficient. As for these other beliefs, none of these are really holding any sway to me. So I think for sure we're going to go for mosques. That is the only one that would be of any value. And then we're going to build the mosque. You're going to go here. You're going to chop here, get us another 100 faith. And we will have the mosque next turn. You need to keep running away from that guy because he can kill you pretty easily. I don't want to do any joint wars. No, thank you. I don't think that's going to be helpful to me. This will unfortunately have to be a little bit of a shorter episode because I had a very unfortunate bit of time management today, and I don't have quite as much time as I would like to record. So we'll finish that mosque, and now any guys we purchase in here will be a lot better. The other thing we could go for is extra growth. So amenities would be okay as well to go for. I think it might be also, let's see, the watermill is a perfectly reasonable thing to do because that's going to increase the growth and production of the city, which will in turn allow me to work more of the holy site project or holy site tiles, which we will eventually be basically just like maxing out our faith generation at the expense of everything else, because the only thing that will matter to us for winning the game will be how much faith that we can generate in the long run. Right, you are continuing to explore. Good job. And yes, I will take your luxuries. Why not? Extra happiness throughout my empire. Okay, you own all of these tiles. You need to keep chopping. So I'm thinking if I put you here, we'll put a step well there. We'll harvest this tile. And then trade routes could potentially result in a good bit of faith for me, as well as manifest a little bit of religious pressure. So we will get a trade route. District, commercial hub. Oh no, I am definitely being chased down by that guy. Okay, good exploration. This guy is likely to die next turn. Yep, there's an apostle there looking to hunt me down. Your delegation is definitely welcome. And Delhi grows into the thriving metropolis. We got a holy site here. We'll get the shrine. We'll get the mosque because we have the extra production towards it. You're running away. You are settling right there. You're going to harvest the deer. We'll get the market for the trade route. Now, I can't remember. Do the stepwells boost farms? Let's see. Additional housing faith as you advance through technology. +1 food if adjacent to a farm. So we do want to build a farm near these. So I'm thinking a farm right there is okay. And then we could put another district there later. So we put a farm adjacent to this, and that will boost this. And I think this is an if statement, so we don't need any more farms. We are going to now unlock all of these tiles and put an emphasis on growth and production. Or sorry, growth and faith. Production is now less important. And we want to make sure that we just generally do good things. Growth and faith. Got it. So I think a stepwell here is okay. Do I want to put a farm down? I'll put a farm there because that'll help the city continue to grow. Okay, medieval fairs, excellent. There's the governor title. Let's make sure we take this here in this guy, and we're going to go down to patron saint. Go there. Going to harvest that. There's the trade route. We're going to pick up the trader. You have 2 build charges left. You're going to go harvest the stone. We have a temple here. Let's get the cathedral. Do we want to get the cathedral? Let me have a look at what the cathedral does again. It's a great work of religious art. I don't think we want to do that. Although I think it might be too late now that we've placed it. We may as well get it for the extra faith generation. Let's get the temple in here. You're going to keep running away. You're trying to escape. You're going to settle right there. You're going to immediately work on the +5 one here. I think is worth it, even if it's beside the volcano. And you keep just running away, trying to get that last little bit of exploration out of you. We've saved up a decent amount of faith. This era is about to end, and we are about to get a golden age. Right, let's harvest this. We are going to harvest that, which should have resulted in some growth, and it did. And then we are going to put a stepwell here. So now the city has plenty of housing, plenty of growth, and plenty of all the good things that are going to help it generate me lots of faith. You keep running around to explore. We'll go to the next turn. I will accept demands from the AI in order to try and keep them happy with me. Somebody is stealing my text, which is fine. We're going to put a farm there. We're going to harvest this. That will finish the trader. And then we're going to look for faith. Gnosis. Sure thing, we'll trade with Gnosis. We'll grab the mosque. So Delhi has now chopped everything within a reasonable range. So our next city for chopping would potentially... Well, we can actually do a little bit more chopping here in Delhi. So now let's go ahead and get on to getting ourselves another builder. Can I get open borders with you? No, you hate me, but you can actually just hang out there and hopefully be safe. You can continue to explore. So we should have the religious pressure to hold on to this area. And we are entering into the Renaissance era. Goodbye. Okay, I think we're done building settlers. So now let's pick up 100% holy site adjacency bonuses. And that is fine the way that it is. We're going to make a dedication. This is the second last era. We're going to be able to take advantage of Exodus the Evangelists. Let's do it. We're only a little bit away from Reformed Church, so we'll hold off on before we start purchasing all of our apostles. I'll grab a monument to hopefully grab that stuff a little bit sooner, although I could just keep building builders here and purchasing these tiles that I can do chops on. And I think that's actually totally fine. You're going to put a farm here as well. Again, we want lots of food and lots of growth so this city can work these specialist slots, preferably, so that we can maximize the faith income here. We still have a couple of chops left in here, which we'll take care of over the next few turns. You're continuing to heal up. You're going to go there. Unit needs orders over here. Continue to explore for me. Excellent. Good work. There are some apostles coming in to invade me. That's totally fine. We'll take care of that in due time. We got our temple in here. Let's grab our mosque. Unit needs orders. Keep up that great exploration. Maybe if we can loop back down this way. Looks like a whole bunch of wars have just been declared. That might be a good thing. This is going to be rough to convert England, because they seem to have a really good faith game going here. I can't remember which England it is, though. I think it's the Eleanor England. She's making 230 faith per turn. We will soon be able to get close to those faith numbers. We're going to harvest this. That will get us closer to a builder. And you get into that defensive tile. That's unfortunate. Proposal has been submitted to the Court of Diplomacy thingy. City-state conquest goes down the wayside. Okay, we can now get alliances. Let's talk to Pericles. Declare friendship. Make alliance. I think a religious alliance is good here. Would get me more faith from trading with Pericles. Friendship. And Gorgo, friendship. Send delegations to them to just make sure that they are nice and happy with me. It does improve your relationship with them. In Gorgo, I will grab ourselves a economic alliance so that they are incentivized to trade with me. And then with you, I will get a cultural alliance so that you're incentivized to trade with me as well. And then with England, we will get ourselves a military alliance. Although I want to avoid military alliances so I'm not dragged into war. Right, we have our mosque here. Excellent. In terms of harvesting, Calcutta might not be a terrible place. I think it's time to move Magnus out of here. And we're going to put into Calcutta. Reassign Magnus to Calcutta. And then reassign Pingala to Delhi. We are then going to work on, I'd love to get another commercial hub in here. There is a +2 spot here on the desert, because trade routes equals faith generation, and that's the only thing that matters. I want to kind of drill that into your heads. We're going for a religious victory, so the only thing that matters are things that can generate us faith. And we can get that market to finish off guilds too pretty quick. So let's get you. Let's make sure you own that cattle, but we're going to trade these tiles because this is a choppable tile. And we'll actually go ahead and just tidy up these last two forests in Delhi. Yes, they won't be boosted to the same level as you would normally expect, but that's fine. And then the only other real thing that we might consider is an aqueduct for housing and amenities right there, as well as an entertainment district to just maintain a large population. These are the only two districts that really matter in here, but we're going to grab the we're going to grab the aqueduct first. This is just so we can sustain this huge, large population that we plan on growing in here. Yeah. Okay. Holy site here. Go ahead and get the shrine. You have completed all of your stuff. For sure, get your granary. I would like to get a commercial hub, and there's a decent one right there. We are getting rid of a chop there, but that's fine. So we're just going to progressively send builders down through and hopefully improve all of these cities. You go here, harvest that. You go there, harvest that. Okay, choose production over here. We got the holy site. Let's get to work on the shrine. You're getting some great exploration in here for me. Your embassy is welcome. And I don't actually mind that these other players are spreading their religion to me, because I get extra benefits from having other religions inside my cities. You can see here I'm now getting the benefit of Shinto, although I won't really take advantage of a lot of those bonuses. So tech-wise, we have just completed banking, which gives us a little bit of gold from our thingies. We are going to... a lot of this stuff doesn't really matter. We would like to get to steel just so our cities have combat strength to be able to fight off the enemy. There's not really much faith that comes from these in here. The only thing we might consider is setting up an industrial zone in order to get AoE tech bonuses. So I guess we'll work toward our AoE production bonuses to make more faith. We'll grab the market in there, and we will harvest this. On this tile, we will put a mine because it's actually a pretty decent tile. And now we will work on yet more builders to send out to improve these other cities. Okay, we're just banking our faith. We're banking up our faith because we're waiting for a very particular moment to do this. And we are waiting for Reformed Church. It is about... It's going to be a lot of turns away, but that's okay. Let's grab the temple in here. You have a fully built holy site. I'm going to just place your aqueduct because that'll add an extra adjacency to the holy site. And then I'll place your commercial hub as well. But for now, go ahead and get the granary. We are going to place the farm here. And now this city has lots of food. Not a lot of production, but it doesn't need a lot of production. The only thing that matters is the generation of faith. But it will still grow, which is really, really awesome. So you're going to start making your way over to Calcutta to help out. You are continuing to explore. I'm actually amazed at how much exploration I got out of this guy. Was not expecting that. I could even continue to settle. In reality, I could probably continue to settle to get more holy sites. That wouldn't be a bad move. Right now, though, I think it's about optimizing. We are going to go... once we have Patron Saint... and the theocracy government type, because we get the 15% discount on faith purchases, that's when our whole build sort of... It's almost like all the gears engage and we start powering for religious victory. And you know what? I've decided I was going to do a shorter episode, but what the hell? We'll keep going. We're going to harvest here. That'll force some growth in Calcutta. Not super useful to force growth, but more important that we just get the faith from chopping that we can then churn and turn into a mass of apostles in order to win the religious victory. So don't you worry. Right now things are looking kind of sketchy. Okay, they're stealing money from my capital. That is the downside of building a thingadoodle. We'll put a farm there. And we'll take the farm for this city. See, we've got a nice loop of farms around this. I'm trying to remember. Definitely want to put as many of those down. Okay. Good exploration. Excellent. You would like to buy my chocolate? That's a fair and reasonable deal. Yes, I accept your demand. Development of guilds is now complete. Excellent. Alrighty, we are 3 turns from Divine Right, and as a result, actually, I'm going to need to move my builders up here to chop out the government thing, unless I already have Patron Saint. I do. So we'll be recruiting the majority of our apostles and stuff from Hyderabad. Okay, you have all of your basics. You want to spam builders for me. Builders and traders. So we'll get the trader first, because now we need to start improving all the tiles that we've claimed with our empire. So we can start maximizing the value that we get from them in terms of faith generation. And part of that, part of how we maximize our faith generation is by maximizing our growth, because then we can work the holy site tiles. Okay, you built another builder. As great as this unit library is, it doesn't help us. It doesn't help us get our win. So builders really help. So you go there. You are going to go there. You've got your shrine. Work on your temple. We'll go to the next turn. So we're going to progressively sort of move through our empire, just building up all of these tiles and cities. Oh, wow. Oh, well, maybe you're dead. Depends on how angry this quadrireme is. Yeah, he was angry enough to kill you. Right, we'll get the mosque in here. Over here, we fully built up a holy site. So this city just needs a monument to grow to more tiles that we can use to chop, hopefully. We're going to send an envoy, Yerevan, for sure. Boom. And I'd like to get up to level 6 with Yerevan, although Pericles has like 22 envoys with that, which is kind of silly at this point. We'll harvest that. Excellent. So faith, if we're going to say food and faith are your two most important yields. We're going to delete this. We're going to harvest that. We're going to go to the next turn. There was a gentle eruption in one of the cultural city-states, and there is monarchy. We're not going to switch to monarchy because we don't care for monarchy. I'm not going to place that there. Wait, why can't I place that there? I'm a little bit confused about that. I guess that is freshwater. We don't need that one here. We will instead get to work on a builder. You're going to trade for faith. There's a +3 faith trade route. Excellent. We're up to 147 faith per turn. Let's grab the monument so you grab more tiles so they don't have to spend quite as much money on stuff. We're going to harvest here, and we're going to harvest here. That'll finish the mosque. I do want like the granary and watermill and stuff, so let's get the granary to continue to grow. I will purchase a builder in here just to keep the procedure moving. There's definitely room for a step well there, which will give housing and food, and then a farm here. All fantastic stuff. We'll get to work on the watermill, which will give us more food. Again, growth translates into faith for us. We're almost at Reformed Church, which is when sort of things will kick into overdrive, is the hopeful plan. We need to harvest this because there's rainforest on that cocoa. This trade route is going to be moved to Calcutta because we want to try and maximize it, and I believe I can get +3 from trading with Knossos, and we would only get a +2 from trading from Delhi. Right, we can build dams now, but we don't care. Yep, +3 from trading with Knossos. That's the only thing that matters is faith. Faith is literally the only thing that matters to me. I know I've said that a million times, but I'm going to keep saying it. Faith is the only thing that matters. So I could put a farm here and then a step well here, even if that kind of makes things awkward for me down the line. Step well, step well, step well, step well, step well. So yeah, I think a step well here is actually okay. Right, you got a builder too. Would really like the granary to help continue to grow. Here comes Reformed Church, boys. And this is going to be almost like a viral explosion of apostles at a rate of 2 per turn. Okay, so we're going to plug in theocracy. And we're going to be making some changes. Right, the first set of changes is we are going to plug in there's quite a few things, right? So we would really like religious orders. What we definitely want is holy site adjacency bonuses and faith from buildings in holy sites. We can actually live without serfdom. We could live without serfdom. That would be fine. But we're not actually going into religious combat yet, so we don't need this card. So we can live with serfdom because of the value we're getting from it. We're going to ideally bring in retainers, and conscription is fine. I think in terms of a diplomatic league, I think this is less useful now. I think Merchant Confederation could provide us with a bit of extra gold. +2 envoy points towards envoys isn't awful, but I think I like the extra gold to try and be able to purchase more builders and be able to further our goals. So we'll chop there. You'll go here. And you have one final chop as far as I can tell. So we'll get you another builder, and we will work on your commercial hub now. This is a tough one. Ooh, we could kill this step well. as great as it is, I think I'd be happier to put it there. So we'll wait a turn on that. And instead, we'll just work on a barracks because that'll give a bit of housing and production. So we have Reformed Church, and now we have Moksha in here, so we can get double promoted apostles, 2 per turn for about 200 faith per turn. So that is going to be, well, it's going to be like about 500 to 600 faith per turn we'll be spending on average, say, over the next few turns. Let's make sure that you are working the important tiles, food and faith. Okay, these 3 cities are now working maximal faith, and we're getting extra stuff from having governors assigned in them. We're up to 200 faith per turn, which is great. And now we are going to, in terms of this is really, like, this is about it from a tech and civic perspective. There's not really much. There is something to be said of getting military tradition for the extra combat bonuses, because your faith units do use your combat bonuses. We will grab a market for the extra trade route so that we can get extra gold. And faith, we will put this here. That'll turn this into a really, really nice tile. Goodbye. Your delegation is most welcome. I could get a friendship with Victoria, which I don't hate. Okay, choose production over here. The granary has been completed. So I think our first angle of attack is going to be France over here. If we can establish a dominant battle with France. France is pretty heavy on the faith, I think it is. Yeah, 140 faith. So if we could convert her and knock her religion out of the race, I think we'd be in a good spot. So let's bring this apostle up to here. And I think we're going to go for translator for triple religious strength. We're going to go to here, and we're going to take translator again, and then we're going to double faith purchase apostles again. And this is going to be a never-ending train of apostles. So we'll put a farm there. We will harvest that. Then we will get the commercial hub there for the +4 gold per turn. You're going to head up here, and now it's time to move Magnus into Madurai. Reassign Magnus to Madurai, because we can use this guy to chop out extra faith. So we'll want to be careful about, we'll have our builders in position, but not actually chop until Magnus is established, so that we can continuously roll through and generate a lot of faith. We'll go ahead and get the granary in there. We will get the commercial hub here. We will, we've got holy sites, we've got commercial hubs. We're only missing the entertainment complex to try and keep these cities happy. And I think we are going to sacrifice a crappy desert tile for that. I mean, it's not an awful desert tile because we got Petra, but still, just getting the extra amenities to keep these cities happy as they grow is for sure one of our big goals. You go here and then take Proselytizer. You're going to take a debater. You're going to move forward and take debater. You're going to move to here and take Proselytizer. These are all really, really powerful promotions. And we're going to continuously produce an army of apostles. We're also going to make a couple of gurus. And perhaps even a couple of missionaries to follow up with this army, because our missionaries are actually extra strong as Gandhi too. And it's just, it can be an efficient way to spend your faith, to mix into a few missionaries into your army, because they can absorb hits and they can actually provide some efficient spread pressure for their faith cost. Okay, we're waiting for Magnus up here. Let's get to work on the shrine. We're going to choose production here. Sorry, not choose production, choose a thingy. We'll basically maybe just head up towards neighborhoods in order to get extra housing. Right. There's a nice big chunk of faith generation there. You go here. We'll put a stepwell down. Excellent. Yet more tiles that produce faith. Our screen is going to start getting very, very messy, and our turns are going to start taking a very long time. If you're wondering why I only spent 3 episodes to get to turn 144, You're going to see why when we start engaging in religious warfare. Okay, I believe you had the other debater promotion. So let's make sure we get adjacency bonus. You can see here, we have down here in the bottom right, you can see we have +2 flanking bonus. If we bring this apostle up, you can see it goes up to a +4 flanking bonus. So it's basically the number of units you have touching the thing that you're attacking, minus the unit you are attacking with. So like 1, 2 times 2 is +4. And that can just mean it's slightly more efficient to attack with more units. Right. See, you already have Persephalizer. I can't remember where. So I guess I have a natural. Do I have an easy? Yeah, I have an easy to access natural wonder down here. So if I move you down here, Orator is good if you don't have easy access to Pilgrim, but since I have this, I can take this and move him beside Aluru, and he should get that. We have another couple of apostles moving up. We are going to take Pilgrim on this guy, and this can get very difficult to remember and manage these guys. And on this guy, oh dear, he had a crap roll on his first one, so this is kind of a throwaway apostle. We will take Martyr. A bit of extra faith generation never hurt. So we're going to be bringing. No, I know I left the chocolate unimproved, but it doesn't generate faith, so it doesn't matter. That's my logic, right? If it doesn't generate faith, I don't care about it. We're going to be bringing our. I might send my missionaries up on a sort of like a secret mission to convert over here, but I think it would be good to bring them as basically like kind of like light infantry. If you think of your apostles as like heavy infantry, you think of your gurus as medic, and then you think of your missionaries as light infantry. So let's start getting some more of those missionaries because they're efficient from a faith purchasing standpoint. They're quite cheap for the amount of faith spread they give us. Like one of these guys has 1,600 faith pressure in him, as well as an 80% reduction in the faith of a city. Every time you use a missionary spread, you cut out 10% of the faith of the other civs. So that's good. That's a good thing to do. All right, we've got a builder up here with a single build charge. Let's go up here to this. Let's make sure we can claim as many of these tiles as possible with this city to chop on. I will even maybe look to do a builder charge. Right, we've got a guru in position to heal. We're waiting for Magnus up here. You, of course, may buy my horses. We're up to 235 faith per turn, which is excellent. Definitely want to vote for Hinduism here with everything I've got. And I will again vote for myself. It's very important to me that Hinduism wins because that makes my life a little bit easier in the religious conflict game. Let's finish this guy off. There we go. We flip these cities. You are going to take the Orator. Now you have +9. Now you have +9. And then you can take Indulgence Vendor is not very good. A lot of the apostle promotions aren't very good. I think there's a holy site over here that we can heal at. So we'll just get you guys in that direction. I don't want to waste good guru charges early. An extra 2 spreads is fine. Another couple of apostles. We will take crap promotions. That's unfortunate. Sometimes you roll bad promotions. And again, Indulgence Vendor. The Apostle Army is on the move with the missionary support. And then I'll get another couple of gurus to send out. You can see we're burning all this faith, but we will be generating more as we go along. So we should be able to produce just like an outrageous number of religious units. And then the majority of the game is going to be spent trying to manage those to get through. We're going to basically try to sweep in through here, eliminate France's religion, and then sweep down and then up and then back. Because if we spread omnidirectionally, you know, it doesn't really work. Whereas if we sweep east, east and down and up. Once we get to about here, we can start redirecting new religious units up to here, and then we're basically performing a religious pincer attack on this section of the map, and then we're coming in from all sides with pressure. That's kind of the logic behind that. Maybe it's not the best way to do things, but it's kind of the general plan that we're going with, and we don't even have to worry about over here, right? This is all going to convert to me passively. We've got our religion. This section of the map I feel is pretty locked down with our religion. It's going to have to be a lot of effort spent on the AI's part to break that. I would like a little bit more amenities in order to make sure that we're getting as many bonuses towards faith production as we can get. You're going to... This is actually a terrible city to heal in. I might just get you to heal there. This is a very tight gap that we have to try and fit our entire army through. Right, debater, that's a great one. And then you are going to take Proselytizer. That is another excellent one. You can see our absolutely overwhelming swarm. Proselytizer is easily one of the best ones. And then if you can get Proselytizer and Translator on a single guy, he can basically, in a single turn, instantaneously convert an entire city to your religion. It's pretty insane. The combo of those two abilities is bonkers. All right, so we have executed, order... Order Hindu religion. I don't know what you want to call this, but we've got the start of our religious swarm that will sort of sweep in over the plains here. And our main objective in the initial swarm is to try to hunt down religious units and kill them, and then work our way through converting cities, maybe in like 2 smaller packs. Like maybe I'll have a smaller pack break down south, I'll have one to break up here, and then we'll drive towards Paris and then sweep up is the plan. Actually, are these are 2 separate civs. Yeah, they are. They're just the same color. You can very slightly tell them apart because this one has like a white outline, and this one has sort of a more orangey, peachy kind of outline. So I think this is Victor. Oh no, I got them mixed up. Sorry, they're both Eleanor, but they're the French Eleanor and then the English Eleanor. That's kind of funny actually. Lisbon's up here. I would love to liberate. Liberating city-states is something I'd like to do, but it can be kind of difficult. If I could identify maybe some religious city-states that could be liberated, I would definitely consider doing that. But for now, I'd say we're well on our way to having an interesting religious battle. So I hope you guys have enjoyed sort of the setup phase. These first 3 episodes have definitely been the core setup, and now we have basically 3 of our cities basically set up religiously, and we're just now working our way through setting up Maggirai and successively sort of setting up our empire. We may consider expanding for more holy sites because working holy site projects for faith might be less efficient than just setting up new cities at some point in this game, but we're 146 turns in after 3 episodes, which seems like we've gotten through the turns really, really quickly. But I have to make sure that I'm very clear here, and that's because the rest of these episodes is going to be heavily based around micromanaging this massive swarm of religious units. So, hope you guys are in for the ride with me. Anyway, I love you all very much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.